Hello to all my friends out there. Meal number 2. I want to get my ways out there again just in case, somebody. I have a lot of new followers. I can't find my old videos myself, so it bears repeating. You guys read the comments. I made a comment to sit off the grid that it was kind of alarming to me that some of the people who were posting the flood news did not seem that scared. This is chamomile tea, and they should be. We have various floods at times here, and in every flood, and these are not serious floods. A couple people drowned. I remember one time someone got the smart idea to ride a horse across a flooded, it was like a little river. Well, those undercurrents are a little bit stronger than you might expect. So you don't want to be crossing bodies of water. And then in back of our salon once, we had like a dip, and it was pretty deep, and somebody drove their car and drowned. You can't get out of the car. And in Missouri, they said, well, everybody should have life jackets. Well, if it's getting to the point you're going to need a life jacket, it might be time to evacuate. You have to trust these people. I wouldn't. I'd be trying to get out of there. So what did I make for dinner? Well, this is my delicious bread that I made earlier. And let me post the recipe. Thank you, Mandy. 1 3/4 cup flour. 1 1/2 teaspoon soda. Mix that. And then in another bowl, mix 1 1/4 cup milk. I use my powdered milk. And I use 1 tablespoon lemon juice. I think you could use vinegar if you don't have lemon juice. And I posted this video on my Twitter and a lot of other videos too. So, okay, you notice like at lunch and a lot of times I can eat some pretty cheap food. Because if you eat 1/2 decent meal per day, which would be meat, which would be rice, sweet potatoes, or potatoes, you can get by. And then with the rest of this rice, what I like to do is when it's cold, I eat it with sugar and milk. That is tasty. Okay, and then I made some nice little meatballs. I had some turkey meat. And this is 1/3 pound turkey meatballs. I just fried them in a little bit of oil. And so then this is a package of gravy. Just 1 second, I'll show you. I stockpile these kind of packages, and I have uses for this gravy tonight. You could make the gravy yourself with flour, but I happen to like this beef gravy, the package. I don't know what I did with the package. And what I do is I wait for them to go on sale, and then I stock up because I might need these. I bought this turkey meat at a grocery outlet. I want to show you something. I just noticed it myself. I have really good luck with their beef and their turkey meat. And I will be piling my freezer full of meat. Oh, here's my turkey package. I buy these when they're on sale. This one made 1 1/2 cups gravy. And these packages are nice because you could, this is only 3/4 of a pound, but it's enough. Best if sold by 2/1/2020. So this is some pretty fresh, fresh turkey meat, and it's really nice. So it's about $1. And then, you know, I have some ketchup. I could pretty much eat meatballs every night of the week. Why not? Meatballs are tasty. This is what I do. Then I eat them. All right, now. So this is a dirt cheap meal. The bread recipe is very, very important because once you stockpile all the ingredients for the bread, you're not going to run out of bread, and then you can make sandwiches, or you can make this. I stockpile packages of frozen vegetables, and I have found Aldi's is probably the cheapest. So this meal might be, the meat would be the most expensive things, maybe $2. This chamomile tea is about 10 cents per cup. So, okay, so cheap meal number 2. So I was working on my stockpile a little bit, and what I'm doing is I'm going through all the boxes, and I'm making sure that if I had to evacuate, they would be ready to go. And I'm praying for all of my followers, and I would like to ask all my followers to pray for the people in the flood regions. And also, you know, our military is moving into those flood regions as well. Very dangerous. And then we have other military people that could be in danger. So, you know, if you have a few extra prayers, I would suggest reading the comments. And another thing is, you need bottled water if you're in any flood type regions, and I'll tell you why. Because chemicals, poisonous chemicals, can get into the water. You know, a lot of people are saying you have to worry about disease, which is true. You have to consider the flood water contaminated, even if it's not. So you want to make sure you have bottled water. There could be heavy metals and chemicals because you don't know where that water is washing in from. But you do know it's going to come from a higher level to a lower level, and usually north to south. So if you're north of a region that is flooding, especially with a dam, you can expect to be flooded. Also, if a region that is higher than you is flooding, you can be, yeah, and you're south of it too, you know, not good. And so, you know, you want to make sure you have bottled water, and that goes for your pets too. So I went through my beans and my rice and my pasta, and I got that all straightened out. I went through my canned meals, my soup, my meat, my fruit, and my vegetables. So I was working pretty hard on my stockpile today, getting it all ready. And then after I get my, so you guys, if you do your stockpile along with me, you're going to be ready as well. And then after I finish my food, then I'm going to go through my camp gear, all my camp gear, and I'm going to get it all ready to go. God forbid, but you never know. You want to store food, water, gas, cash, and a weapon. And if you don't have a vehicle, you want to think about it in advance how you would get out. It'd be much better to take a bus out of there before the flood starts coming. Do whatever you got to do to get out of there if you're in a flood area. Okay, you guys, God bless you all.